Today's list is the top 10 Ahsoka moments in all of Star Wars so far. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe to help support the channel for more great videos like this. Now, on to the countdown. Number 10. Ahsoka senses Vader in Rebels.
There's something familiar. I feel cold.
I think I know who it is. Back on Lothal, I felt something. Kanan did too. The fear, the anger, the hate. It's the Sith Lord we faced.
The apprentice lives.
At number 10, we have Ahsoka sensing Vader's presence. In this scene, Ahsoka is helping the rebels fight off against the Empire using the Force to size up the enemy that made contact with Kanan and Ezra. Of course, during this scene, we see both Vader and Ahsoka's minds connect. This, of course, confirms for Vader that his apprentice had survived the purge of the Jedi and has returned to the story. This scene makes it to our list because in this moment, the audience, those of us who adored the Clone Wars, are reminded of Ahsoka and Anakin's strong relationship. It's exciting as well because there is promise of another reunion.
It was her.
This is an opportunity we cannot let pass. Skywalker's apprentice could lead us to other lost Jedi.
Number 9. Leaving and refusing to rejoin the Jedi Order.
Asking you back, Ahsoka. I'm asking you back.
As heartbreaking as it may seem for the audience in this moment, Ahsoka's refusal to return to the Jedi is not only sad but very cool. With so many divided opinions on the Jedi, so many hate them for their activities in the Clone Wars, while others aspire to join them. Ahsoka battles this dilemma throughout the series, seeing the victims of both sides of the war. Really has her questioning what the Jedi are doing in the war to begin with. When Ahsoka was framed for murder, the Jedi Council minimally helps, and not because they don't believe her, but because once again they are playing politics. This scene is a badass moment for Ahsoka because even though she had dedicated her entire life and only knows life as a Jedi, she firmly stands behind her morals and gives it all up as a way of standing her ground. What makes this scene extra awesome is how she sympathizes with Anakin, understanding that he too faces the same dilemma. Oh, how she was right.
I know.
Number 8. Hunting down people in The Mandalorian. Her first appearance in the show. In the scene, you can see the fear in her enemies' eyes practically as they sit around and wait to be killed by Ahsoka. Obviously a very cool scene for her, and pretty awesome to see those white lightsabers back in action. Why do we put this scene at number 8? Well, it really shows Ahsoka's fighting style finally brought into live action. Her two white lightsabers stand out in this scene. Her quick ninja-like reflexes, and the audience get hyped for what she's bringing to the Mandalorian series, but more importantly, what she'll be capable of bringing in her own show. Look forward to seeing more of that.
They already suffer under your rule. Surrender.
or face the consequences. You have 1 day to decide.
Number 7, standing up against Death Watch.
So you see, it's not murder at all. It's like you say. It's justice! Ahsoka, now!
Thanks, buddy.
In this scene, we see Ahsoka essentially undercover, but when the Death Watch starts killing the civilians of the town they go to, Ahsoka stands up against that, throws a spear and kills one of the Mandalorians, and then essentially gets into a big fight after that. She fights alongside R2-D2, the other droids that are there, fighting her way through Mandalorians. There is one scene specifically where she takes both lightsabers, jumps up, little 360, bang, 4-piece, 4 Mandalorian heads go rolling. No big deal. Clowns them. The huge. One of the main reasons it's on our list, Mandalorians are so hard to kill, especially Death Watch. They're very devout warriors. She honestly does clown them pretty easily. Cuts off a couple heads, no big deal, like I've said. Yeah, goes up against Bo-Katan in a big time fight. That one was entertaining, but hey, here we are. That's why it's number 7 on our list. Thank you. Moving on. Number 6. Ahsoka versus the Inquisitors in Rebels. Number 6. Ahsoka versus the Inquisitors in Rebels. Rebels really does a great job of showing what life is like after the Empire is in charge, especially for the Jedis. After the Purge of the Jedi, we understand that it is Vader and Palpatine's ultimate goal to rid the galaxy for any hope of a Jedi's return. In Season 2, Episode 10, The Future of the Force, Kanan, Ezra, and Zeb are tasked with rescuing a Force-sensitive child and returning it to its mother. When the 7th sister and the 5th brother Inquisitor show up, it seems like all hope is lost until Ahsoka appears and she majorly starts banging those cheeks together. It's the mix of relief for the Ghost crew and an incredible fight that ensues that makes this our number 6 spot. Also really exposes the difference between Kanan and Ezra's skills in comparison to Ahsoka, a Jedi who is lucky to be trained by the Masters in the days before the Dark Times.
What about Ahsoka?
She's doing fine.
I know why you want children. Well, who doesn't want to be a mother? Racing to the surface!
What is more cool than Ahsoka skydiving from ship to ship, racing one of the most awesome clones in the series, Rex? Nothing. Ahsoka could have easily taken a jetpack, she could have easily guided down to the surface, but it is so her character to free fall and taking out as many enemies as possible. Her incredible skills paired with her unwavering drive to rescue the Mandalorians really makes this scene one to beat. It's the exact reason why Bo-Katan goes to such lengths to find Ahsoka versus any other Jedi. She jumps from one of the ships from like 100 feet in the air, lands with her lightsabers in the ground, and is ready to absolutely just pound these clowns, bounce their heads off the ground, snap some necks, whatever, block a couple blasters. Absolutely awesome. And then basically says that she beat Rex, and obviously some things never change.
Beat you.
Some things never change.
Number 4, the fight in The Mandalorian asking for Thrawn. It's exactly what we love about Ahsoka, her incredible fighting technique when she switches over to her normal stance with the one lightsaber she has left. Absolutely incredible fight. And when she finally wins that battle, which honestly was a very difficult battle for her to win, but when she finally wins it and then asks,
Now tell me, where is your master? Where is Grand Admiral Thrawn?
brings me back to the times where we're watching Rebels, with the whole Thrawn, Ahsoka, Ezra, all of that. Her looking to find Thrawn, obviously also looking for Ezra. We really look forward to see what's coming next in that series. Number 3, removing Rex's chip and escaping.
Are you cross-wired?
Rex, I think I know what's happening. I saw your report on Fives. It isn't your fault. You were programmed. Your mind was altered to do this when you were very young. I can help you.
Where is she?
I'm right here.
The ending of the Clone Wars is a masterpiece, in particular for these scenes with Ahsoka. From the moment Ahsoka captures Maul and brings him aboard the ship to return to the Jedi Council and the Republic, this scene is perfect. We see Ahsoka battling her inner struggle between what is good and what is evil, knowing that her fight along the Mandalorians was for a true peace in the galaxy, almost disappointing that she was provided no help from the Jedi, considering this is their whole purpose in the world. The eerie sounds and the crazy, intense music, knowing full well what's about to happen, is one of the craziest times in all of Star Wars. Honestly, some of my favorite Star Wars material. Seeing Rex hesitate to actually execute Ahsoka, telling her, go and find Fives, all of that was honestly incredible. And then for the ultimate betrayal on Ahsoka, for her not to kill any of the clones is just really does speak to her character. She does some incredible actions to escape, including releasing Maul, who she had previously just caught, just for the chaos of it. Of course, this does end up somewhat backfiring by Maul taking out the entire ship, also stealing their transport out. Makes it a lot difficult for her and Rex to ultimately escape, but it is one of the most incredible parts in the whole series. After removing his chip, everything that follows after is exciting, heartbreaking, and devastating as we watch everything fall out from underneath them, including the ship that they're standing on. When she buries the clones and leaves her lightsabers, it is a very eerie moment for Ahsoka and her character development. Number 2, fight against Vader in Rebels.
Skywalker was weak. I destroyed him.
Then I will avenge his death.
Revenge is not the Jedi way.
I am no Jedi.
It's the reunion from Clone Wars fans have been dying to see. In Season 2, Episode 21 and 22 of Rebels, Twilight of the Apprentice, we are gifted with an unbelievable battle between Apprentice and Master, while Apprentice who fled the Order and Master who destroyed it. Ahsoka comes to Ezra and Kanan's rescue when Ezra is seduced into some fairly sketchy activities via Maul, who is drawn to Ezra's inner battle between good and evil, After their struggle to fend him and the Inquisitors off, Ahsoka shows up just in time to face off against their truest threat, Darth Vader. It is the first time aside from the last episode of Clone Wars that we see Anakin in the eyes of Vader. As Vader remains stubborn on his view of the Force, Ahsoka, still believing there is good in Anakin, tries to avenge him by destroying Vader, almost as if they are two different people. This fight is so rewarding for fans and easily makes it to one of Ahsoka's best moments, not to mention one of the greatest in all of Star Wars.
Ahsoka.
Anakin. I won't leave you. Not this time.
And at number 1, we have the fight against Darth Maul.
I know Anakin. Your vision is flawed.
I see the Padawan needs one last lesson.
In Season 7, Episode 10 of The Clone Wars, The Phantom Apprentice, the audience experiences one of the greatest films, The Revenge of the Sith, from an alternate perspective, one that none of us knew we needed so badly. It's not only the eeriness of this scene, where the audience knows exactly how the story will fall apart, and reliving the characters experiencing it for the first time. This scene shows Maul ruling a war-torn Mandalore and Ahsoka single-handedly fighting against it because the Jedi Council couldn't spare a single Jedi. Maul repeats the potential he sees in Ahsoka, and the fight that follows after is so beautifully choreographed that it just feels like Maul fight against Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon Jinn, which is no surprise considering Dave Filoni used Ray Park once again to reprise his role as Maul with the use of motion capture technology. So every movement is so technically proficient, just as it was in the film. If you haven't already seen this behind the scenes mini documentary, we highly recommend. But it is beyond the enormity of this fight that makes it such a powerful scene for Ahsoka. It's the fact that in all of the fighting and all back and forth between her and Maul, it's that Ahsoka does not make the mistake of letting Maul possibly die. It's for her using the Force to save Maul as per Obi-Wan's advice. From all the incredible Ahsoka scenes, we do believe this one is the best, with all of the back and forth and just incredible fight scenes between Maul and Ahsoka. There's no choice, really, but to put this number 1.
You're all going to burn! We're all going to die! You don't know what you're doing! We'll take it from here, Commander.
Did we miss any of Ahsoka's top scenes? Are you just as excited as we are for the upcoming Ahsoka series? Make sure to tell us all about it in the comments below. And if you liked the video and you want to see more awesome content, make sure to subscribe to support the channel. Thank you.